We are on. I was about to say something super embarrassing, so thank you for letting me know. Per usual, I don't learn my lesson.
Well, we're back. What's up, guys? It's Lengua.
It's Winter Wrong. That's so funny. Not our introduction. How are you guys? We're tired. We got back from Detroit. Or Detroit. Detroit.
We just spent a week out there checking out Movement Festival and all the events surrounding it.
Yes. Nice to see some Miami faces. Some bonding,
Lots
you
of
know,
bonding with
building our
faces out there.
community.
Yeah, it's funny how we have to leave our city to hang out with people who often have events the same as us.
It's because everyone's working, so it's nice to know who else is doing what we're up to and the different levels to it.
Exactly. A nice little vacay. We support Prohibida. Their collab
Yes.
with Hinduism.
Yes.
There.
Great party. Amazing
party.
vibes.
Yes.
Good music. Nice dance floor.
Yeah, really good, really good. If any of you have considered going to Movement or visit Detroit, highly recommend. There's a lot of great spaces out
Definitely.
there. Spotlight's a good one. Leland City Club.
Marble Bar. Marble Bar.
TV Lounge. So much. And
yeah. Spotlight was great.
Yes, and the use of spaces out there is honestly very inspiring.
Very industrial. It's you can definitely tell that techno in the city was built out of necessity for an escape, 100%. But it's a really cool city with a lot of interesting history.
What was your biggest lesson leaving there, like in terms of like the culture and like the sound and everything?
Sorry
to put you on the spot.
I don't know. I feel like probably my biggest lesson was just to enjoy what I'm doing and like just feel the music, be inspired by what I'm hearing out in the world. But
go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. All good things.
I was gonna say all the events and venues and sounds you hear, just they feel so raw and they feel so there's emotion behind it.
It's a different wave. I don't know. And that's cool to be a part of something that is a little bit unique to its city.
Literally part of the culture.
Yeah. So it's nice to take influence and kind of fuse things that I like together.
And the variety of like ages and people at events there, like young, old, in between, like there's no
ageism.
Yes. Thank you.
There's no ageism.
Correct.
You see like some people with their kids and they're like in their rave outfits and it's funny.
Baby's first rave.
Baby's first rave, yeah.
TikTok.
No.
I'll show you later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great trip. If anyone is thinking about going, highly encourage.
Please
do. We're gonna start off tonight with talking about the events that are happening over the next 2 weeks that y'all should consider checking out.
A lot of cool stuff happening.
Why don't you talk about tonight first?
Tonight, the ground, I'm calling it our hurricane party. You know how that's some real Florida shit right there, a hurricane party. So
as we have a tropical storm outside,
and it seems that no one is even blinking an eye towards it. So it's our hurricane party at the ground. Lady Starlight is playing. Saw them in Detroit. Really, really crazy modular setup, a live setup. Really inspiring. And also, they used to go on tour with Lady Gaga.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Lady Starlight. It was the two of them when Lady Gaga was starting out her career. It was more like Lady Starlight would open for like the dance floor before they went on.
That's
yeah,
super cool.
But they're like best friends and like this whole like techno scene connected to pop, and I just thought it was really cool. But that's tonight with Akua, which is a DJ from New York, really talented. And then we have Jay York and Radar. They are a part of Untitled Rhythms. And I think that's...
We also have Faith playing live.
Fef is literally... Oh, Faith. Fef is a really awesome individual. They're also doing a live setup. They're opening up the dance floor tonight. Really crazy talent to check out. So make sure you're there tonight and shoot me a message if you need guest list.
What's happening at Floyd?
Floyd is going to be Akaya Pressure Point. They're going to have their party over there, and you can kind of tell us the lineup because you have
sure. The event's called Sugar Rush. It's featuring Ash Lauren, who was also great in Detroit when we saw them, and Dangerous Rose and Quavius.
Love Dangerous
forward to
Rose.
that. Tomorrow night we have Backroom Sessions collab with Showfields featuring Suze, 12lin, Nasa, and Maceo. Also tomorrow night we have Agresiga featuring Brahim, Maricel, Jay York, Zoe, and Pierre Louis. Next weekend we have Upside Down World featuring Winter Wrong.
Yo, come to that. That'll be fun.
Amp Puke, Low Earth Orbit, Princess Khai, who'll be on shortly.
Yes, that's
and
our
Marte and a
lovely
few other
guest.
heads. The next day on that Saturday, June 11th, we have Dying Confused, an event created by Thai Duality, featuring Mango, Rolly, and much more. And one more self-promo. On Thursday, June 16th, I'll be taking over Under for a little Latin night takeover, some tribal, some Caribbean, some
Let's
perreo.
go dancing.
Yeah, so come buy your boy a drink and dance.
Yes, it'll be a really fun night.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But that's all of our announcements of the events going on, and I think we're gonna invite our lovely guest that just came in, Princess Khai.
Walked in looking lovely. Come on in.
Welcome, Laura. Should we get like a clap track or something, or like, wow.
How are you, Mama?
Welcome.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I've been at home. Hermit life.
At
As
home?
we all do.
You've been
Jealous.
at home?
Hermit.
Would you love to trade places? I would love to sleep.
I
These
didn't
pants are
realize
amazing, though.
I've been
Can I
working
touch
on
your
new
pants?
stuff.
A lot of new stuff. You've been making these?
Yeah.
You made
I knew it.
Yeah,
Can I
it's
touch
all
these?
the- yeah.
Wow.
I wanna sleep on
in
them.
the car.
Did you make this out of like mattress?
No,
What
I
is
pad
this made?
stitch everything. Well, I mean,
Really?
there's like it's.
I'm
it's a
sorry, guys.
pillow.
These pants are like
It's
really
a
amazing.
pillow.
I can't.
It's a pillow.
It's a pillow. I can't
It's a
get over
pillow.
it.
Wait, if I
It's basically.
you made
just
these?
pillow, so.
You made this. You DJ. You throw
You know I'm busy,
events.
bitch.
You make.
a model,
You make clothes. You're a model. You're
actress?
everything.
I'm
Who
busy.
are you? Tell us who you are.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
You busy?
That's what I am.
But you're at home.
But you're busy. But you're at home. Make it make sense. Give it to me.
Home
Yeah.
studio.
Home studio.
Home
there you go.
studio. Home
Yeah,
studio.
That's very true.
Oh, she
But-
caught me up. I've been left.
Oh,
I've been left.
let's
You can
let
redeem it.
what
You can redeem it.
redeem what?
No, there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you put your hand out and I missed it?
It's
Oh,
like,
wow.
it's like when you try to clap up your boy and like they don't see it.
You're
Oh,
trying to
good
clap
to
up
you,
your
like-
boy?
Like when? Like when?
No. He's clapping up his boys.
Yeah, I try to, but then they don't see, and I'm like,
It's okay. It happens. But let's give you a formal introduction. How would you like to be introduced?
My name is Princess Khai. I am a DJ, actress, and designer like here in Miami. I do installs, event curation, and music. Yeah. If it's about like
Multi-talented
fun,
queen.
yeah. If we're performing and entertaining people, I want to be there.
I love it. And when did that start for you?
3.5, 4 years ago, something like that.
And what were you doing before then?
I was in Fort Myers going to frat parties.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ew.
So what do you think was missing in those frat parties that
Good
drew
music.
you to
Good music.
techno?
Good music and
Yeah.
individuality.
Okay, that
For sure
happens.
that.
I love that. So you transitioned over into the scene here, and
Yeah, no, my best friend brought me out. I was like I was
Okay.
laying on my couch after getting home from college, and I didn't want to go anywhere. And he came over and literally was like, "I'm taking you to a party," and it turned out to be like internet friends at the Langford,
beautiful.
like back in the day.
oh shit.
So yeah, since then it was that, then Portals, and then I've been partying since.
And then
Pro B Day now, and
yeah.
my CC soon.
Mm.
Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Juneteenth
So that'll be
party.
heaven.
Yeah, you've been busy.
Busy girl.
How does that
Y'all
feel?
have been busy.
No.
We've been busy.
We've all been busy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how do you feel about being busy?
Good. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good busy.
It's tiring, but
Oh,
it's like
of
good
course.
tired. It's like
I'd rather lose sleep over this.
yeah, there's no like, you know, if you woke up for school back in the day, you're like, oh,
Hell.
I don't want to go anywhere. You wake up for work, you're like, I don't want to go. This isn't work. You wake up and you're like,
Okay.
all right, I got music to play. Let's go, bitch.
Yeah. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like work ever,
So,
which is
even
insane.
even when it's like 16 hours straight, it's still like, okay.
This is fun
I'm
work.
still here.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
5 more hours to go.
You're a dancer for sure. You're out on the floor.
Oh, wait.
That's super important.
It's fun because you see the people, you see who's bringing like high energy, you see the DJ's energy, you see how they're like working the set. So it's where you want to be.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
we mentioned a few different things you do. Where would you say your creativity, like inspiration, is from?
Honestly, it would be like kind of that like 90s anime mech suit aesthetic, I guess. It's the weirdest
You have
thing.
some
I'm-
cute
it's-
tattoos.
it's- yeah,
some
I'm
anime
like-
tattoos.
I'm like cyberpunk.
Or cyber, yeah.
How I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
So the general theme is like
She's
cyberpunk,
giving,
but like bio,
Okay.
like bio natural.
It's giving Ghost in a
cyber.
Shell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always the goal.
That's
Love
always
it.
the goal.
Always the goal.
So
Very nice.
So that's the main inspo.
yeah,
Be-
this is done by like a local artist who's a DJ out
like
here, Bishop
visually, like
Oh.
musically, like all that, like is what inspires you tonight.
Yeah.
A
Oh.
little closer, yeah.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, it's just it's like it's a mix of like aesthetic animated style of creating like a realistic personification of the inner image. And so there's times where my clothes may push like how theatrical and almost to the level of costume they may be, but it's about presenting an image, it's about giving a feeling, and it's about like crossing a threshold with an emotion so people understand the wholeheartedness of it.
Being 100% authentically yourself.
Yeah, best as you can.
Yeah, I mean, all the way down to you making your clothes.
Yeah.
Quite literally everything.
Underwear up.
Underwear up. I love that. Literally everything.
So
No, that's
it's fun.
that must feel
feels
really nice to
gratifying.
just
And
literally dress yourself,
Yeah.
listen to what you want, do what you want. Like that's really inspiring, actually.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. And even like dressing my friends, getting to like see when people get excited about an
Right.
outfit. It's
When are you gonna dress
best.
me? Soon.
Very soon.
That collab is coming soon.
I just got the new machine. So
Ooh,
we're good.
you have to teach me some things.
Please.
I need
Anytime.
to know.
You're coming. Yes. Neighbor.
Yes.
You literally are.
Oh yeah, you guys are right
So
by
close
each other.
to
Yeah. So that means I'm literally only 15 minutes away from you.
Exactly.
Oh my God, wait.
That's what I was saying. You're
No one
neighbor
could know
too.
this. No one could know where we live.
We live on a cloud.
Okay, I
'Cause
thought you
we're
were literally
ethereal
about to tell people where we live. You're like, we
And
live
so
in.
when you guys ask us to play music, we just ascend
Yeah, we just.
and we come play.
My boy is ascending, not descending. I have to show you that photo.
Is it this?
Yeah, the one laying with Charlie laying on the bed. If anyone wants to see that, please feel free to reach out, and I will say
Very nappy boy in Detroit.
yes.
It's just
And
gonna end up a whole
it was
Reddit
very-
thread.
yeah,
Charlie
I mean, I
ascending.
have a lot of good meme material of my friends. I know
Well,
I know the right angles.
Wait till I drop your collection.
It's fine. My birthday's coming up soon. I'm waiting for it. I know it's coming.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's like an international like embarrass your friends holiday. Me and my best friend used to make sure we were on top of it.
Every day.
That's not every day.
It's-
Yeah. Oh, you just said the same. That's every day. Anytime. I embarrass myself
You gotta
enough.
build a good collection for that once a year drop.
But there are photos that are unreleasable, just to keep the friendship
Those-
solid.
Those are,
In my opinion.
those go in the collection so that when we're all like gray,
You look back
we
and
can
you're like,
feel the bass rocking our bones.
because we can't hear it. They're just so old.
Yeah.
You can only feel the bass. You can't hear it anymore.
We'll look back on that and be like, those are fun days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
In the
No
nursing-
kidding.
We'll be in the nursing home holding the picture in total silence, just going,
Do you-
going to the beat machine.
Do you think you're gonna be raving till the end of time?
I'll definitely be doing music till the end of time.
When do you think?
I don't know if I'll ever stop raving, but
I think I'll
um,
still be like that chill lady in the back, like.
I think if I ever get my option, I'll put like a secondary floor for like old people to sit,
Hey.
so that when I'm an old person, I can
And
just
all
like,
the old heads can
coffee-
chill.
I can coffee and wine while raving. We all want that one day.
First of all, I want that now.
Yeah.
At this age.
Can we get 9 a.m. coffee, wine, and raves?
Raves, yeah. I mean, hey, that's the next install of shows.
Just wait on it.
Just wait. No,
You have to
we'll
stay
see.
tuned. You have to stay tuned.
Yeah. So, with everything going on, what do you think is like the most challenging part for you, or like what do you think? What are the hurdles you've had to kind of overcome to get
So,
to this
like,
point?
And I've kind of said this before, but like one hurdle is there's like a balance to presenting your artistic character based in your gender or sexuality, me being a trans person. But there's also this balance of not wanting that to be your image, because like I want people to recognize and be aware, because I never would live in a stealth manner. And some people are like, I welcome it if some people want to, but
Yeah.
I want to live proudly, but I want people to also not take that as she can only be booked for Pride events. And even though it's a blessing to have the opportunity to get booked for those events, so it's a double-edged sword.
You want to
So
kind of regulate yourself in,
Yeah,
in the normal queue.
I want to be taken as an artist and
Yeah.
as a creator and as a
normal.
musician.
Yeah.
Not
Taken.
as a trans musician or
Yeah.
as a queer musician or as a gay musician.
Yeah.
Just
It's just
about the
you're
art.
a good musician.
Yeah.
So
So, I hope. Am I good?
yeah. Yes, you're good. You're good. I've heard the demos. You're good. She's good. Yeah, it's giving. It's giving.
So yeah, in that sense, that's like, it's kind of the best and the worst part, because you can get a lot of privilege from that too. Like our community, like my community gives a lot of opportunity, a lot of connection, a lot of friendship.
Yeah.
So, it's a double-edged sword.
We have a very large and small community.
Yeah. It's
All at the
weird.
same
It's
time.
like,
Yeah.
it's niche.
You
It's
kind of have
niche.
to start at one place, and then you start making your way around, and then you start getting to know people and making
Wait,
friends.
we're in
and-
Austin. We're in New York.
We're in New York.
We're in
Oh,
Texas.
and where are you
We're
from?
in Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit. That's what we were saying the whole trip.
Yeah, we're-
Detroit.
That sound is very connective for like wherever anybody is. That's
What?
Sound, music,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
especially
yeah. I was
the
like, wait,
rave
huh?
community. We're so inclusive when we hear somebody's from out of town. When we hear, oh, it's your first time partying in my city.
Oh my God!
Yeah, let me tell you, like, all the best
this.
places.
Yeah, and then tomorrow this is going on, and
Yeah.
then that's happening. So if you want to come, take my number.
So
Go-
it's,
yeah.
it's rare as adults that we ever find a kind of place that is inclusive, that says, come be friends. come
Isn't
hang
that
out.
weird? In society, this has always been something that's confused me. Is people reach a certain age and then they think they can't just like go out and make friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, I don't want to be like that when I'm older. I don't want to
love
be
that that's
stuck
been
at
a topic
home.
lately that people are I think it's coming. It's especially coming out of coronavirus. People are starting to say, "Huh, I have the right to make friends.
Why
I should-
not? But that's
It's
also
very
because we're
normal.
taught that X and Y can't be friends because of that's never the case. Somebody
no,
always wants
literally.
more, and I'm like, no, you can have
No,
friends.
we're
and
taught. We're just
we're just taught all the wrong
that
things.
We
Friends can have different
can't.
purpose too.
Of course,
Yeah.
every person in your life has a different purpose and brings something to the table. Like,
Y'all folks got to learn relationship dynamics.
yes,
they're
baby, you don't
very-
have to
it's
have
very
everyone be the
different.
same. Have people educate you. You educate your friends.
That.
It's a give and take, Lerv.
Yep.
You can have best friends, you can have work friends, you can have
Party friends.
That
you can have,
part.
That part.
creative friends, whatever.
And we can treat everyone with respect.
Yes.
And that's the other thing. Be okay having friends in different groups. Not every friend wants to go to every place.
It's also
And that's
magical to
okay.
have friends in every group because then
And
you
it is
go
friend-
out and you
yeah.
can meet people, you can talk to people, you can talk about whatever,
Yep.
and there's always something.
Spread your roots.
Yeah. You and I are very similar when we
Yeah.
go out. We're running around.
Social
You've seen
butterflies
it
like,
firsthand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you talked a little bit about what the rave community has done for you as a trans woman. What would you say the LGBTQ community has done for the rave community here in Miami?
Built it.
Built it. We built
Built
the
it.
city.
If I could sum it up in one word, if it's like, I think the whole niche, like when you look at Miami and South Beach in itself in the 1980s, we were built out of this club culture from being like queers and gays that ran the clubs. And over the years through the 90s, like you saw that a little bit less because the queers moved everywhere else, thankfully. I'm serious. We got out there. And we were no longer locked to Miami and Key West. But it's like the LGBT roots are what started the sounds in this city, because they were the first things where people had a place to party, where people were being creative, where people were cultivating a new atmosphere of art and like something dynamic. So, yeah,
Perfectly said.
thank you.
I mean, I don't know. It is perfectly said. The queer community, I feel like, is the leading factor for raves
Definitely.
here.
Yeah.
I love that because for me the environment is like so freeing.
Yep.
That's immediately why I gravitated towards the rave culture. if you're ever thinking about it or you're on the
fence.
on the fence.
It's
It's very freeing. You can wear whatever you want. You can, talk to anybody. It's very welcoming. It's very
you can be as
individualistic.
loud and vibrant as you want to
Yeah.
be.
Everybody has a
Totally
different style. Unhinged.
Yeah, unhinged, but in the best in the best of ways. And
Yes, but
everybody
please be safe.
no, and I was going to get to that. It's like everybody can be unhinged with so much respect for one another.
Yes.
And so it creates an environment where you feel so uplifted and supported to be your own character.
Yeah.
Because you're all main characters.
Yes. Make sure you take care of yourself, main
So much
characters.
freedom, no judgment.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing I take away from
The cancer.
all my queer
Maybe.
friends. Like, they're so authentically themselves. Like, they wear it on their shoulder, and I think that's the biggest lesson I've taken the last few years being in this community.
Yeah.
agree.
Like, just be yourself. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter
Yep.
what society expects you to be. Be who
Honestly,
you want to be.
biggest lesson.
you.
Be you, mamas. Oh, she landed upright. You
Ooh,
saw
look
that?
at That's like the water bottle.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
the
leave
water
it.
bottle
I'm
challenge.
gonna just leave it.
She's a
It's meant
witch.
to be.
But
Tell the folks.
it's fine. They didn't hear. I know they weren't paying attention. But
So you started off before saying that you were everyone's just dropping stuff. You were dragged here from Fort Myers. Where are you from originally?
Miami, born and raised.
So
I
you just
I
took
went
off
out there
for
for
Miami
school.
to Fort.
Yeah, I
school?
wanted to be near nature. There was just a lot of construction material.
where in Fort Myers?
Yeah, 'cause they're building it up. They're getting rid of all the pretty stuff. Everything I went there for is
Oh.
getting like
Destroyed.
they're turning everything that was nature into like complex communities.
Boo.
I'm
For more frat
affordable
guys.
living.
Ugh,
I'll give it to that. I'll give it to affordable living.
tea.
So.
All right,
in this-
let's
in this
everyone. Let's
state-
get up and move to Fort Myers and start a rave scene there.
Naples is cool.
Isn't
But-
that where you were, Mauricio? Fort Myers?
Miami, babe.
No.
Just
Sarasota.
just
Sarasota's cool too.
Miami, babe.
Okay. Okay.
We can travel to all these places.
Miami's kind of the next city, I feel. What do you think?
I think it's central
My
for
wallet
Florida.
My
I
wallet.
agree.
You're like, you know what? My wallet tells me that Miami's the next big city.
He's
I-
feeling rich in Detroit.
I
agree with you
know.
on that other
Wow.
cities are not killing us like this one is.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people here coming every day.
Yeah, that's the one thing I can say is like I've had the want to like get out and run around the states and run around the world for years, but I'm at this age where I have work to do in my city. You know what I mean? Like
I feel exactly
and even all
the
the people
same.
coming here that might be leaving other places, they're finding this place and somebody should be here when they land.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
yeah.
So,
for a
so then,
little bit.
what does that mean for Neon Temple? Is that starting up again then?
Yes. Beat me
We're
to
look
it.
I
Or
love
because
that
you
guys
know
threw that in the mix.
you know because you just said you're gonna be here. So
where we
what are you
going?
being here for? Where are we going? Where
So
are you taking
right
me?
now we
Wait, let's run it back a second. What is Neon Temple?
Yes.
okay, so
Let's start with that. It's a story.
in- Was it 2022, 21?
It's currently 2022.
Yeah, we're in
Okay, so
2022,
in
so it's 2021.
2021.
We threw that.
Me and a friend of mine, Sabrina, started, or Black Tea, as you may know her, started a warehouse and venue called, an underground warehouse called Neon Temple. It was a queer, it was a trans women of color owned space, like owned and operated. We specialized in creating spaces for our smaller underground queer community to have access to a venue where they may not have had the allowance to do so, the budget to do so, even the people who felt like they were able to take seriously enough to give a venue to for the night. So we specialized in creating a space for that.
Events, yeah. If you check out our last podcast, Gami brought it up.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and she was talking about how we had a party there. It was the first party that you threw. It was just an empty warehouse.
Yeah.
And it was so last minute.
We
We
had
got the text, the
we had
chain
built
Like
text.
it-
that night or something.
We
Yeah.
we had built it out 3 days. We had 3 days of like waiting for the lights, and we hadn't like done any furniture really. We had nothing. So 3 days we put in lights, we put in some electrical systems, and I literally hand built benches like
We
wood
love
benches.
that. Everyone
So
in the underground
that-
seems so crafty.
Yeah. No, that's
You
the
have
biggest
to
thing is
be.
because we have to make it
Where's the
work. We
money?
make it work.
Yeah, you make it work.
So I literally
100%.
went, bought some big wood plywoods and built out benches and like a long bench.
That's hot.
We ended up with this crazy awesome night where we had like Tom Girl in the front room performing to like one crowd, and Tom Girl brought a whole set of people.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
that. I'm not sure.
A bunch of wonderful people
I mean,
were there.
Akai
I'm
was
just-
there.
yeah.
Terrell. I remember seeing Coffin and like.
No, but that first night there were so many crazy people who
Yeah,
were like
everybody
some high
showed up.
profile people were like, I was like, how are they playing here? Okay, cool. And it was like, what an
Not all
opener.
of us
It
playing
was
that
to
free
breathe-
set.
And it breathed in. No, I think it was.
Of course, for the no,
because
it definitely was.
somebody, we were supposed to. We had like misinformation, and we almost ended up like people thought they had to pay for it, and we immediately came to the agreement. We were like, we want to do this for the people, so we ended up
Period.
with internet friends in the back room throwing one show,
Yeah, I
and
remember-
with another show in the front, giving two totally different vibes, but it was the best energy. That
And
could have
for
started off
some
something like that.
reason, the sound in there was like
It
it,
was
didn't
fine.
bleed.
It was because the rooms.
Oh, the door.
Yep, we were like, keep the door.
There was like a little
closed.
aisle in the
Keep the
center.
door
Yeah, we were
closed.
screaming at everyone.
Close
They
the
would walk in and be
door,
like,
hold
"Close the door."
But yeah, no, it was an incredible way to like breathe life into a space.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. I think for the community,
Yeah.
a lot of
I'm excited to bring
faces.
that back. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, there it is. We're getting it back.
So yeah, at
Elaborate,
like in probably within about a year and a half, we're looking at a space. I don't want to say where, but it won't be.
You're saying in the next year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like we'll be looking into getting it and moving into a space, getting all the set working, getting the electric working in the next year and a half, so that we can open by like year
So
and
your
a half.
build
two.
is.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay.
But
You don't have to give in any too
it'll
many
be-
details because
it'll
you
be
know
good.
you
All
gotta
I'm gonna
keep
say-
it
all I'm
internal
gonna say
and manifest.
It's gonna
it.
be a whole art space.
Oh, I believe it. Knowing your mind
It'll be.
Know-
it
knowing
won't
your
just be
mind.
music, but it will be for the visual artist. It will be for,
for
our
the material
photographers,
artist.
It will be for our musicians.
Nice.
So
Multi-space.
Okay.
So working on some things.
So, what would you say was your biggest lesson in Neon Temple 1 that you're bringing into Neon Temple 2?
Neon Temple too.
No, that's pretty on point.
Like Temple Run. Sorry.
That's what we call the team. We are the Temple Run.
You're the Temple Runners.
Yeah.
Back to back.
So basically, I just saw we need better access. Our community needs better actual collaboration. We've made a really great movement in the last couple of months to actually have the community having those conversations,
Mhm.
have panels, have things outside of the nightlife.
We have to bring that back
yeah,
again.
and even with Neon Temple 1, we had a lot of aspirations for bigger things, for a lot more community-oriented things. And coming into Neon Temple 2, it will be a lot more centered around our community having a place to
Other
congregate,
events other
build.
than raves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to do every kind of
connect.
artistic venture we want to create.
that's beautiful. And I
So
think that's
that's
a
the hope.
really good way for everyone to kind of meet and
Yeah, and that's the hope.
have
is
good
everybody
conversations.
to cross network and mingle, so our community actually knows each other and we
Yeah,
can start
and
supporting each other.
we can work with each other
Yep.
and actually know who we're working with.
That's
and feel more comfortable in that
I
environment.
want people to know each other's faces when they come out. You know,
Yes. Say hi.
say hi.
Say hi to
Say
me.
It
hi.
doesn't have to be like siloed. Like
For sure.
DJs, music,
So yeah.
And that's the thing. We all
are all
work,
cross
You know, we all
breeding.
cross. We like I make this
Sorry.
point. I always go up to every VJ, like every event. I literally almost every event that I work or even just get to like hang out at.
Yeah.
I literally walk up to the VJ and I'm like, hey, thank you. This is awesome.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I see what
Because-
you're doing here. Good job.
Yeah,
I noticed it.
Because everybody congratulates us as like direct, like forefront musicians as
Yeah.
DJs.
But what about
There's
everything
so
else?
many people behind the scenes.
So many pawns.
And there's so many the visual artists who are working hard. There's so many like creative sound designers. There's so many people creating tech, like actual sound tech.
Everything
So-
around you at a party somebody
has
has
something.
done, like, with their
Yeah.
own hands.
Yeah. They
That
built
is
all of
not
that.
the person that you're seeing perform.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane how people are so self-centered in their mindset when
Yeah.
they're working, but realistically,
But it's for
we always have to work in groups. We
Yeah.
always have to work with a team of people. We always have to work with somebody, because these
It's
are
all of
not
us.
really jobs that you can, do
by
on your
yourself.
own.
There's no way.
No, it's
They're too big.
impossible.
They're how you're running the door, the bar, and the sound,
Tell me.
and then play the set.
Tell me, and then tell me where you got it from. I want to learn that skill.
And then after you say it's not possible,
Yeah.
thank all the volunteers and people who helped you build it too.
I know.
Because volunteers do a big part of our community.
Oh,
Like,
volunteers are the only reason why half the events
yeah.
that we've thrown have been put together before the doors have opened.
Yep.
Their love and passion for what they do
100%.
together
Yeah.
and support, we're
I
seeing
started
that.
out as a volunteer.
Yeah, same. Everybody,
Yeah.
I know in this rave scene started out literally just volunteering some of their time to the craft that they
Yeah,
love.
and we've been lucky enough to receive
Wow.
compensation now. But
Yeah.
even then,
We've
not
been-
all the time.
Yeah. Not,
Because that's not really
it's
what
not
we're
what
here
we're
for.
doing it for.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. There, you can't put a number on it.
That's what it comes down to. If you, like, I always literally say this. I'm like, if you over focus on the financial purpose of your creative art, you lose the creative portion of it.
Oh, 100%. That's what I tell my family all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take some time
Yeah.
to myself. Everyone should take
And they're
time
like,
to
"You're not
yourself.
performing right
Like
now?"
you're
I'm
taking
yeah.
time for yourself.
No, and that's why I always say it, and
Super
I say it happily that like I'm home hermiting because like I'm home, you know, working on installations, working
Yeah.
on music,
Yeah.
trying to create something that people are gonna love.
What do
so.
you feel like about like that guilt of staying home, or like the pressure from the
FOMO?
scene, or yeah? Because do you feel
FOMO.
pressure from the scene? I'm sure you get text messages when you're not out of like, where are you?
I don't feel pressure, but I mean, it would be nice to see certain things. Like, you know what? I guess the FOMO only comes from missing certain people's performances. Like, thank you. I love getting to hear my friends. Like, I'm super excited to go out tonight just because there's gonna be so many good sounds in one house. So,
excited.
dude, it's so funny. Like, I'm so excited to see. Do you want me to-
It's okay. Go ahead. Finish
Um,
what you were saying.
No, but to see some amazing people all like kind of stacked into one house tonight, you know, with the Floyd, having Ashley Lauren, having Dangerous Rose, and then having Adar, having Lady Starlight. It's gonna be wonderful. So it's just going out and partying. seeing
Really
your
good
people.
night for the techno community.
Yeah.
In Miami. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited, definitely. Not that shout out.
I'm hype.
Thanks. You're like, I might.
I'm hype.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
hype.
hype.
I thought you
I'm
said
hype.
I might. You're like,
I'm
I
hype.
might.
Oh, no,
I
I'm
might show up. I don't
100%.
know.
Have to support.
You're like, it's cute and all, but.
It's my DJ dad. I have to support.
Oh, Adar's your DJ dad?
Yeah, he's the one who taught me to spin.
Oh, wait, we have to start there. So, is that how you started DJing?
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say groupie because it's not that. Like I helped with.
Just say it. Say it with your chest.
You're like, I loved every single thing that they did. I was a huge fan.
Go to every
Pearls.
event.
Awesome. But yeah, so like I was a party goer at first, and I just fell in love with the style and what they were doing. Then we became friends, and they offered me like the opportunity to help, you know, create their visions and, you know, offer my input and help build it even better. And then yeah, like while hanging out one late night after a rave, I think Adar had his USB plugged in, and he said literally like, "Do you want to try it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it."
Sure, why not?
And so I literally just like got on his mixer, and he showed me like a couple of things, and he's like, "Don't touch this, don't touch this, don't touch this. Focus on the sound. That's it."
Mixing is
Yeah.
the highs and the lows.
He made me literally just focus on the sound and mixing the two sounds, and actually how I'm mixing the track, not anything, no effects, nothing fancy.
Yeah, just
Um,
pure beat matching.
yeah.
And
and
until you got
no
that
sync.
perfectly.
Oh my God, no sync.
No.
Adar is the king of no sync.
Who that?
Who that?
Sync?
So-
Don't know her.
Who that button?
Yeah.
Don't know that girl.
He taught me like even not only to be serious with the music and then to after that seriousness to find the fun in it, but also to like be humble in my growth, to like be down to take the time to grow, to put in the work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, honestly, when I was younger, I was like, I never understood when people would say pay my dues. Like, what is that?
Ooh.
But the older you get, the more you understand the respect that comes behind paying those dues, because you're showing that you want to work for it.
Yeah.
Kind of comes into like the whole like volunteering at first, getting your foot
Yeah,
in the
and
door.
that's okay.
That all
Like,
ties in.
Yeah. I think people come in hot
Yeah.
sometimes. And it's
and
not
it's okay to be
but
excited.
it's not degrading from
Yeah.
any of your talents, your skills, or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, this is a very sacred space, and we are very inclusive.
Yeah.
But we want to know that you are a part of contributing to what we're doing, whether it's contributing to the environment in a positive way and making sure it's a safe space, or coming out and maybe getting more involved with events and people. This
comes down
is
to intention.
exactly
Like, a lot of the times people want to know, you know, if your intention is, you know, honest, if you're really here for the long haul, if this is an industry you want to be part of, because
people come and go
people come
very
and go,
quickly because they
and-
want something quick, and
it doesn't happen.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, people want to make a space for you. That's the thing. People want to make a space for you.
There is, but
and they want to know that you're going to value that so that you can make the most of it. And that's why, you know, sometimes it may feel hard to
get involved.
Yeah, to break
but
that.
if it's
to
too
break that
difficult
layer.
to get involved, maybe take a step back and see how you're coming across with the intention and what you're doing, because I feel like I got involved pretty quickly, but I have a very deep love for what I'm doing.
Very honestly towards whatever you're open.
I'm very honest.
Intention was very noticeable, that it was good intention in the beginning.
I just wanted to play my beeps and bops
and make people happy.
Yeah, because it makes me happy.
Like, when Adar showed me that access route, it's like I had mixed music with my cousin over a summer when we were like 16, like
What
during
kind
the
of music?
dubstep era. Oh my god.
Wait,
The remix, the total like we're reworking and chopping up every song and giving it like
wow.
Yeah, lots of wops.
I come from a bass head background.
So you get it. So
That's y'all.
you know,
y'all can have
and then
that.
my laptop got stolen, so I totally forgot about it. I literally
You totally
like
forgot about what?
mixing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
for
bass
like 5
music,
years.
and I was like, yay.
For like 5 years, and like I go to college, I come back,
kidding.
and it wasn't until I was partying that they were like, "Do you want to mix?" And I was like,
Oh,
I love
yeah.
this shit." Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be sitting at home doing, going like, do 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 do. Oh wait, what if I go like boop boop on top of the
Okay,
do,
so you
do?
mix in your head before you are even in front of Dex, right?
100%.
We all do that, right?
100%.
Okay.
You're not crazy. We all do it.
I'm like, so what about this over this? And I'm like singing in the mall. I'm
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, the
shimmying, like,
funniest thing
think
is for
about
me
it.
when I'm listening to music in the mall and in my head I'm hearing another song playing on top of it and I'm singing the lyrics
Yeah.
from that other song. So
Yeah.
then my friends are like, "Girl,
I'm
what
like,
are you even?
It's the remix.
What are you on about?" And I'm like,
It's the
"I'm
remix.
remixing it. Don't worry, you'll hear it when we get home."
Yes. Literally.
So that's what ends up happening.
Yeah. You do that all the time. We're both in the club like, I'm gonna flip this when I get home.
I gotta with the Spotify out or like with
Don't tell nobody. Not
No.
Shazam. Not Shazam.
You know how many times I see phones go up when it's like,
Oh my god.
okay, the funniest one was disclosure because that I didn't think it would happen there, but at the disclosure show,
Somebody just-
I no, because it was so many people. It was a big show. And so everybody just kept putting their phones up. So like every couple of songs, you'd see the whole crowd put their phones up, and I was like, oh, that's cute.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. They're
And it-
Shazamming the track.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know this one from them, and I'm like,
And it's like,
it's because they're DJing.
it's because they're a
Mix it.
DJ, babe.
Yeah.
They're DJing.
So they're
That's
like,
funny.
I don't know this one.
Yeah. How do you feel about the people
Shazamming?
taking photos and stuff like that? I'm curious.
Photos?
Photos of like what you're playing.
That's different from Shazamming. Shazamming's fair game.
Shazamming. I've had someone go and film a video
Can I
with
be
the
honest?
flash and then
I
it
have
filmed.
this. I have this mental rule.
Okay.
If you can Shazam it out of my set, then you have a right to take it because I wasn't mixing it well enough.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Do better.
You standard a set.
And also
I'm like literally. I'm like.
And then that
if
like
anyone can Shazam any of the tracks during my set, I'm not mixing well enough.
And then like the thought for me on the second hand that isn't so like hypercritical is that no matter you could you could take my whole USB, which has happened. Which has happened.
Anyway.
But no matter how you play my music, it's not gonna sound like what I'm doing. And
Of
like
course not.
with seeing Lady
Your
Starlight
ear is
this,
so
this,
different.
like tonight, synth artists will understand that the most. That you can have all of their equipment, and I'm just getting
Same
into that. So
gear.
like now I'm thinking that way.
Yeah.
But you can have all the same gear, and you will not create what they create because it's truly what they're making. It's an art.
You make what you are influenced by,
For sure.
and not everyone is a carbon copy, thankfully.
No, and you could. It just won't be the same. So you could have all the same music, but you still are gonna play it differently, and that's at least the hope.
why
When
I
I see
love
somebody Shazam, I'm totally cool with it for the
Yeah.
most part because I'm like, I'm sure they're gonna go and play it differently than I am, and they're not gonna go and do what I did.
Like,
That's
you know
the
what?
hope.
Just take it.
I mean, I don't mind sharing my music.
Do you-
like,
yeah, I was
whenever
gonna ask, do you
whenever
share
I post,
music?
like, I share music. If someone asks me, hey, what was that track? I share it.
Yeah. of
Whenever I
course.
release a mix, I put out all the songs. Like, I'll include it, like, either in the
where's my mi- I'm
SoundCloud, like,
kidding.
comments,
I'm kidding.
description.
Where's my mix? So where's my songs? No,
Where
I'm kidding. I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I lost my Apple Watch when I jumped off a waterfall last summer. It like fell into the water. But
Not last
I used
year.
to have Shazam on my
Then-
watch.
Oh.
And I used to love, people will be like this, and I'll be like, keep dancing.
Low
No,
key,
that's funny.
I'm
Do that.
about
I
to
just
buy
keep
an
dancing.
Apple Watch.
Or I pretend to like dance. With my
Yeah.
arms up, like,
I'm about
I
to
just
buy an
showed-
Apple Watch before I go to Berlin.
I just showed that I like haven't had an Apple Watch, so I just showed that because I was like I had to put it up. I just
Oh,
showed that. I don't
no.
care.
You're like,
Doesn't matter.
I'm a DJ, love.
I
She needs tracks. Where do you
I
think
play
they get them
physical
from?
stuff.
Wait.
It's just not big enough.
It's okay.
not worth
I
the
was
money.
Shazamming during. I'm a sound hound girl. I was sound hounding.
LOL. Same. For years.
During movement.
This weekend.
What about it? But
There's nothing wrong with that. You're taking, and especially if you're influenced by sound, and especially something so big.
well, we play like we produce.
But also, like,
Yeah.
how else are you supposed to learn
Exactly.
if you're not like listening to other
Remembering that
sounds?
sound.
Or,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, you're gonna literally just like be like, oh, what's that song? But you'll never think of it.
Or have some place like starting place
Yeah.
to like look up like.
Because even if it's like a good song can lead you down a great rabbit hole.
Correct.
And that's one of those things that
When you
nobody
hit
like
that
remembers to talk
algorithm
about.
off of one track, and then you find
And
like
you're
a bunch
like-
of new songs you've
you're
never
like,
liked before, and
"Ooh,
you're like,
what's
surfing
all
down the algorithm of Spotify.
this?
I just start scrolling like this. I'm like, give me more.
I have other methods to finding data like that.
Oh, see,
I'm
I
silent.
give us the
Dropping stuff. I'm a klutz.
me.
But anybody who's like seen me walk like 10 feet probably knows that.
Yeah, yeah. That's why we get along.
Same.
We'll be toppling over each other.
So we've talked a lot about your musical background experience. Aren't you an actress too?
I do movies.
She be doing
I do stuff.
So talk to us about it. How'd that start?
You little star.
How'd that start?
Well, I was lucky enough to be like offered the place in a short film by Angelica Borland, and they were in. It was by Filmgate and in Pride Lines collaboration, so very much like a local kind of grassroots thing, and so that gave me like my first spoken acting role. But I've been doing PA for like a couple of years.
Okay.
Like that was my
We've been there.
yeah.
Been there.
I've been doing and
On
no
movies
like
or
on
music
sets,
videos?
on sets.
Yeah, same,
For movies, for short films, for some TV shows, for Viacom. So yeah, it was like I had always been like behind the stage and like wearing all black. So that was fun to
So
get
she's
dolled
always
up.
been in her techno
on
fit.
stage still in
Yeah,
black.
no, for sure. It's
Yeah.
like right out of work, right to the dance.
Yeah, if you saw me in the back corner in all black, it's just you standing like on the side curtain. No one can see. Like,
This is how I
it's just
leave
your
my
head
house.
floating.
I leave my house wearing.
all black. I love these pants. I just can't get over it. They're really amazing. Drop a line. Or drop that.
I will be posting them. I do them. God, they take 12 hours.
Wow.
And I used to pop off a t-shirt in 20 minutes.
Can I buy a pair?
Yeah. whenever,
Anyways,
I don't
I'm
care.
sorry.
you
I'm like
hot?
totally
Okay,
distracting
are
this
you hot?
conversation.
No, they're really comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're really
she is hot.
comfortable.
Don't get it
Doy.
twisted.
They're really
Doy.
comfortable. They're mesh inside.
Your mesh? Ooh.
Oh, that's the
Amazing.
liner.
Sorry, we got distracted by the
Extra
pants.
I'm
again,
sorry.
guys.
I'm so
Sorry.
sorry. Anyways, back
Welcome to
the
QVC.
Yeah. Let's get back into the
Do you have any future modeling acting plans?
Working on it, definitely looking for parts. I'm working with an agent right now just to kind of scope things out. Not rushing. I find like life will bring you your blessings and like your little
Amen.
fortunes when it's time. And I'm busy
wait for
with
things to
music,
come.
so I'm okay.
She's just
Focused.
preparing.
I'm making clothes and making music, so it's okay.
Opportunities will happen.
We're busy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Very nice. Very nice. So, what about modeling?
I don't know if I'm like, my brain's like, give it away, don't give it away, give it away, don't give it away.
Don't give away too much. Don't give away too much. Tease.
There's a lot of
The way you
fashion
said
weeks.
tease.
There's a lot. There's a lot of
Tease.
fashion weeks. Miami is one of them. New York is another.
What's the?
There's lots of fashion weeks. So
Okay.
we may be taking the collective that I've been working with in a whole to do some fashion week stuff.
I love that.
Fun.
Do you think of
So
"I'm
maybe
Too
kinda
Sexy"
making-
that song when you're walking?
I sung that
I'm
yesterday
too
while
sexy
walking
for-
through a store with my friend.
Every time I feel
We
like
were like
I'm
stomping
walking
through the mall, and I was
like
like,
a model,
"Oh, I'm
too sexy
for my shirt."
Yes. I know that's what
So-
you're playing in your head when you're walking down the.
I may have actually played that last night just for fun because I was DJing.
See, this is why we're friends. I love that. I
It's
love
the
that track.
vibe.
Yeah, you're too sexy.
I think there should be more synergy between like those worlds, like the fashion world and the music world.
Yeah.
There is a huge
I mean,
synergy.
There is, but there should be more, especially in Miami.
The Balenciaga was inspired by rave culture,
Was
the
it really?
fashion show that they had in New York.
The
Yeah,
new
and
one?
they,
Really?
they
Oh,
had an
yeah.
after party and they invited a bunch of like
Yeah.
techno DJs and people that were involved.
So I mean, okay, so you started to see
Interesting.
that crossover with like rest in peace, my love, Virgil Abloh. Like you started to see that
Course,
direct
yes.
crossover of music and fashion and art taking a hold and having this space to kind of freely flow between the art. Yeah, so I definitely think that's important. But you, like you said, when you go to any of these events, everywhere you look is something done by somebody. And almost anybody you look at, you'll find things made by community members,
The
by local
biggest
designers.
People that are successful have a huge team that they
Yeah.
thank
every time.
like every time.
So, yeah, I think that crossover is like super important, but definitely like some of the more urban communities, like the downtown ones that like Miami, New York, LA, I think even like Chicago and Detroit are very fashion like focused a little bit, where they're able to cross over the creative side of fashion because they work more with their artists
Okay.
locally.
Yeah. I
Like,
can see that.
and I'm not
On
saying
the
to a high
local
fashion
sense.
level, but they're clad in the designs of their city.
Okay.
That's
There
what I
is a
mean.
rave style.
Yeah.
And
that's,
there's
that's
multiple
what I
rave
think that comes
styles
from is
too.
like at our level, the crossover is that rave style is the creativity that comes from like each person and even what local designers make.
True, but I think also we're probably surrounded a lot of like queer fashion
Yeah.
and like trends and
Trending
stuff like
fashion.
that. Yeah,
For sure.
100%.
So I think it's a lot of that. So it's not until you get to the higher end of the music industry that you see that crossover into fashion. And it's very much like a glass wall with that. And even in fashion, they want you to pick one. Music feels similarly, but not so much.
You see a lot of model DJs.
Yeah. And then you see a lot of model DJs who get laughed at because they're model DJs because
Yeah,
they're
that's
taken
not
at the
necessarily fair. Don't be a hater.
Yeah, no,
just
they're
'cause
taken.
I'm attractive.
They're
and
taken
maybe I can
at.
play good music,
They're taken
you
at
know?
pretty value, at surface value
Yeah.
that they don't have something
To
more
offer.
to offer. Yeah.
Which is crazy
So
because
I understand
we can have
that.
it all.
I literally understand that.
I'm just kidding.
We have a question from the audience.
I don't. I need to though.
Would you like to tell us about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, a company that's worked with Arca.
I'm just starting to branch my roots out a little bit. Yeah, I've been making my connections with some friends up in New York to get some art up there and to get some clothes up there and to go meet some people. So
Yeah, you have a lot
hopefully,
of aspirations and dreams. I love that. You're working
Yeah.
hard and
I've been doing a lot of work in the city for a long time, kind of building my base before I branch out. But I'm
And
very much there. where
you
it's
take
like,
care of
it's
your
time to go.
children.
Yeah,
Mommy?
that's the fun
You're
thing.
you're a mother. You have a mother.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like
mean,
everybody has
working-
somebody
We're
to.
working on art galleries right
Yeah.
now. We're working on a trans women of color fund
I
that
love
will
that.
have a small board, and we'll be able to accept applications eventually. And that will actually that'll be directly coming from revenue from some art parties that we're planning.
Nice.
So it'll
And that
be,
will be
a direct way
connected.
for the community to contribute.
Nice. And that'll be connected to the space that you're gonna be putting together.
That'll
are
probably
these-
be sooner, actually, much sooner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, because this is the time that we need that help. It's not
100%,
the
yeah.
ability to
With
wait.
Everything going on in
So-
New York and
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're looking at that not even looking, that is happening very soon.
I love that.
So a
You're
lot of things on the
making
horizon. We're just very
moves.
busy.
I love that. That's good to hear because I haven't seen you in a while, so
Yeah,
it's
no,
nice
I've
to
been
catch
sitting
up.
home. Everybody
It's
thinks,
a public
everybody's like,
catch
"Are you
up, but
okay?"
whatever.
I don't care.
Are you
Hey,
okay?
y'all.
You're like, I'm working.
I'm really busy, and I'm
growing.
I'm waking up at 2. I'm going to sleep at 7, and I'm waking back up and getting more to work. So
I love that. In
It's
your
fun,
in your
though.
space,
yeah.
in your zen.
What I love about everything you said is there's so much community focus with everything you said.
Yeah.
That's the
And
important part for me.
Yes, that's everything. So thank you for that.
Gladly.
So we're just about wrapping up
Yeah.
our talk portion. Is there anything you would like to
I-
say, shout out, add on?
Romo, thanks. Say hi to.
Congrats to all my wonderful, literally bomb-ass amazing DJ friends. Playing gigs this month for Pride, playing Wynwood Pride.
All the girls are
Um,
busy this month.
yeah,
It's nice to
thank
see everybody
you
winning.
To everybody who's making those opportunities out for all of us artists.
Thank you.
I think that's all I have to say.
And we're gonna get you to mix for us today.
Oh, lit. Okay, I'm down.
Girl.
was
Well, you
that a
always have
thing?
your USB around your neck. We're gonna have you
They're
mix
ready,
for the
they're
next
ready.
hour. Oh, we're ready.
Um,
We're prepared.
And in the words of Meg the Stallion, freedom bodies.
Freedom bodies. Yes. Thank you,
Period.
Cassandra. You want to
Thank you,
plug
Cass.
anything for yourself before you get on? Your Instagram, where we can follow you.
Oh
and
yeah.
Stuff like that?
So at the Princess Khai, Khai, and come through to the MyCC Wharf rooftop. It'll be heavenly.
When is that?
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
June 19th, Juneteenth, Sunday.
Yes. Be there.
Be there.
You can find all that info on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, it'll be there.
Perfect.
I'll post it.
We gave it a shout out earlier, but don't you guys have an event you're playing both next week?
June 10th.
Oh yeah, we're doing Upside Down World as well on
Upside
June
Down World.
10th.
It's gonna
There
be
you
a.
go.
It's June 10th and Juneteenth, so it's
Yeah.
busy.
It's a busy June,
Yeah, June's
July.
heavenly.
So
so-
buckle up, y'all.
Get ready to
Buckle
dance.
up.
Stretch. You have to stretch.
Yes.
Please stretch.
We're gonna
Drink
do
your
a
water
group
too.
stretch. We're gonna set up
Drink
a
water.
Sunday yoga one day.
Oh,
We'll do
yes.
a techno yoga here.
Don't they do that? Don't they do that?
They do that,
Yes.
but that's fine. We'll do our version of
Okay.
our techno.
Well,
But-
thank you for coming on. And
Thank you.
we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Yes. All right. Let's
See
start
y'all
your mix.
soon.
Let's get mixing.
Bye.
Cool. Let me help y'all. You did really good.
I'm so glad you're busy. Look at you working.